Hi YouTube, I'm Keziah, and right now I sound like a man because I'm just getting over a cold, but this is my first video blog or vlog, and I just wanted to track myself as I try to finally go through nursing school. According to the school, it's not a waiting list. If you have all the qualifications, you get in, and it is a community college. I'm going through the LVN program first, and I'll be done with that next year, August, and then I'll be going through the ADN RN associate degree program the following year. So right now I'm just doing some summer classes. It's actually May, obviously. You'll know that when I post this. But I'm 27. I have been in the healthcare industry for about 3 or 4 years. I guess I kind of took a break from healthcare for a little while, because when I was a CNA in Chicago, I worked at a lot of different nursing homes, and I saw a lot of insane things that made me realize that in the healthcare industry, if you are not a person with some type of power or position, your opinion really doesn't matter. You could have 4 or 5 master's degrees, and if you are not a nurse or an administrator or one of the supervisors or managers, what you say means absolutely nothing in the healthcare industry. Nevertheless, the experience that made me decide that if I was going to do healthcare, because I really do love it, that I would not work in it as a CNA or as a medical assistant. I was working at a nursing home. I will not mention the nursing home because, I just won't do it. I was working at a nursing home, and because I've worked with some of the best nurses in the industry dealing with hospice, I have obtained a lot of knowledge. I worked with some hospice nurses from Northwestern Hospital in Chicago, downtown Chicago, and I worked in the Gold Coast area in home doing hospice health care. And it's a lot of things to being a CNA. The CNA is the first point of care, whether it be in a hospital or in a nursing home setting. And so this man at the nursing home, he was on hospice. Obviously, he didn't have a hospice nurse like he was supposed to in his room. But, I made sure that I checked in on him often. And knowing that he's on hospice, the whole point of hospice care is to make the person as comfortable as possible while they're dying, because there's nothing you can do to prevent them from dying. It's inevitable. Nevertheless, he was contracted, kind of like both arms and legs were leaning to his left side, like it favored his left side. So to turn him on his right side would make him uncomfortable. Nevertheless, with that, what you do in hospice, learning from these, well-educated, well-seasoned hospice nurses that I learned from, to make the person comfortable, it's equivalent to turning them so that they won't get bed sores, is to put a pillow under their hip, and then in an hour, take it off. Or do it with their shoulder. What this does is it changes the pressure points on their body, therefore keeping them from getting bed sores or ulcers, skin ulcers. Nevertheless, this is what I was doing my shift. And so I take a break for about 15 minutes. And when I come back, actually somebody came to get me, like, oh, your resident, he's dead, And so when I go back up, I find out that the nurse turned him on his right side because she felt like I wasn't turning him the way that I should have been turning him. Well, she's a nurse. I'm a CNA. I can't go toe to toe with her because obviously the thought is, oh, she's a nurse. She knows life, whatever. She's got a license. But in actuality, she killed him, and I wasn't close to him. I didn't know him. He was actually an Alzheimer's patient, and obviously, his time was closed. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been on hospice. But it hurts me to know that his last moments were spent pretty much in agony because of an idiotic nurse who didn't know what she was doing. So at that point, I proceeded to write a letter to the administrator, the assistant administrator, the DON, and my direct supervisor. And I rendered my resignation at that point, letting them know that I would never work in the healthcare industry again unless I was a nurse or in a position where I could tell somebody, hey, don't do that, because obviously CNAs are not respected, even though CNAs catch a lot of things before a nurse does because they have, more contact with the patient or with the resident, whatever. So after 2 years of kind of a hiatus of trying to find a way to go to nursing school, or it being a private school and it being $25,000, but my financial one is only $15,000. So where are you going to come up with the other 10? I can't do it. So now that I'm in Houston, I decided to look into it again, and I actually found a very affordable program that can be covered by my financial aid, and therefore I'm on this journey. I've seen so many things in the healthcare industry that was like extra super silliest whack, and so I just want to change things. As an RN, I plan on actually working in labor and delivery. That's the plan, but things don't always work out the way you want them to. I may stick to geriatrics. I definitely, as an LPN, I want to do that. Well, in Texas it's LVN, in Chicago it's LPN. Same deal, same licensing exam, NCLEX PN, LVN, LPN, whatever, same thing. That's pretty much what it is. The classes I'm taking over this summer is the Allied Health, A&P, and Nutrition. And I'm taking a couple of my classes that are needed for me to transition from LVN to RN. I'm taking a few of those classes. I'm taking psychology, growth and development, and I'm taking, what else am I taking? Lord Jesus. Speech. I'm taking speech. I think I can be a pretty good speaker, so that should be an easy class. And I'm taking another one, humanities, introduction into humanities. Boring. Anyway, but I'm definitely looking forward to this journey. I'm 27 years old, and it's been a long time coming. When I was 19, I wanted to go to school to be a nurse, so I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist. I've been doing hair for about 10 years. And I'm really good at what I do. Maybe one day I'll post some pictures of what I do. Even though I love that, I love to do the art of doing hair. I really don't like dealing with people. So, yeah, if I'm going to have somebody treat me like the situation is life or death, I'm in need for the situation to be life or death. Nevertheless, yeah, so this is me, and hope to see you soon. And remember, sub me if you love me.